the hell is that? It's like meant to keep you from settling in. You're always kind of on your toes as the listener. Your ear can't really find where to settle in. Suddenly, I feel like I might know who Guns N' Roses got a little bit of their swagger from. Welcome back to Lone University. Today I'm finally hearing Bad Brains, a band that I constantly see cited as pioneers of the hardcore punk genre. Forming in 1976, they essentially kickstarted the East Coast hardcore scene and were even blacklisted from several Washington, D.C. clubs due to the destructive nature of their fans at shows. Today I'm starting with their track Eye Against Eye, which is the title track from their third studio album released in 1986, and it appears to be a record that simply influenced everybody. And it's included in the 1001 Albums You Must Hear Before You Die book. I have no idea how popular this band ever got, but by reading just a bit about them, it's very clear that this is your favorite band's favorite band. Off we go. Ooh. Is that a bass chord there? What? Man, that's punchy. Whoa. Okay, the production is badass. It almost has that kind of like 90s grunge production. Do I hear like that kind of chorusy thing on the guitar? It just kind of makes the whole thing shimmer. The bass is punchy. Damn. Okay, I'm excited about this. It sounds good. A lot of people think I get fixed on production. Well, I do, because it really helps the nature of these videos be able to kind of hear what's going on. Okay. Kind of sounds like a jazz bass tone. It's blended really well. It sounds like the player's just picking the hell out of it. But these starts and stops kind of keep you in a stranglehold. I keep wanting to go like, nope, we're going to stop for a second. Like there's a tension in that already, right? Okay, I just want to go back and hear that again. I didn't know what to expect. This sounds really good. There was that sick little guitar lead, kind of little riff there. Okay, key-wise, it's kind of everywhere too. See, I was just about to start grooving there. Dun, 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 dun. Stops. That's neat. Right here, and it's like... Okay. Woo! That's tasty. What? All 12 notes, it sounds like. E flat. We're kind of everywhere. Which is also kind of tense, right? Okay. Ooh, that's some bass chords. I feel like there's some bass chords down here, like all four strings. It's rich. Okay. Oh. In a graph of the test, it's a feeling a team, and everybody's always on it to see himself. But the fucking mouth, that you just don't there. Never stand on helping empty. Holy shit. Tell me why, just after the line, trying to make me confused about the USA. When the fuck in my mind, that you just don't hear, to comprehend or overstand, I feel what I say. Mother, whatever, go again, Suddenly, I feel like I might know who Guns N' Roses got a little bit of their swagger from. If this band influenced like everybody, like I'm reading, this sounds like that. Or I should say, you know, some of the cuts off like Appetite for Destruction kind of have that feel. And I didn't even really put together that Guns N' Roses, like Duff McKagan especially, was like big into punk and played in other bands. And that was kind of a part of the history I just wasn't quite familiar with. And I've come to learn that. But this has that kind of swagger to it. It's the only word I can come up with. The way the bass is kind of going, just like a little bit of palm muting. It's kind of giving it a bounce. It's not just, it's open, close, that kind of thing. Okay. This pause was really intense here. I was like, what the hell's about to happen? But there's some quirky elements too. Like this thing right here. What the hell is that?
In a graph of the test, it's a feeling the team, and everybody's always on it to see themselves. Hell down, this is going bad, stand out of an empty anyone else. Tell me why this after the line, trying to make me up confused about the USA. When it's back in my mind, this is just on here, comprehend, overstand, I see what I say.
It's that bass fill specifically right there. That what is it? Kind of a gurgle, that kind of thing. Ooh, that's sexy.
Tell me why this after the line, trying to make me up confused about the USA. When it's back in my mind, this is just on here, comprehend, overstand, I see what I say.
Okay. Is he making that major? I think that's what's happening there. So we've been kind of in this, well, I'm not even going to say what key we're in, where we've been. It's been kind of everywhere, but we're settling into like F minor. So it has the A flat in there. Naturally, it's F minor, but I think the vocal's going. I think that's what's happening there. Yeah. Okay, so they're playing around with major and minor, like literally at the same time. I don't necessarily mean they're making an F minor and F major interval at the same time, but it's in that riff. So it's kind of like that Picardy third sound. It just brightens it up, which is a contrast to what you've been hearing. So it's really cool. I mean, one note could kind of change the whole flavor of this riff, right? And a vocal melody. Damn. Ooh. That snare is like pow in my ears. That is a production is not everything, but at the same time, it really translates a band's sound. It's got the reverb on it. Man, it hits like a Mack truck. Okay, I hear the E flat again. That kind of weird. Don't really know where the key center is. You're not supposed to know. It's kind of like how the song started out. Same type of notes. I'm not sure if it's the exact same passage.
Almighty watching,
I against I against I. Ooh, that's kind of haunting. Okay, I love the whoa-ohs. I love the backup. You know, we've been over this tons of times, but that kind of had like a chilling, sinister type thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Kind of had the jerky intervals of like the intro. I think that was like the same thing, which is super cool right here. That's like this. It's kind of those same notes. Where were we? I'm not going to fish for it, but you know, it's in here somewhere. Just the. So that's neat if that's kind of an intentional thing to bring that back. Trying to put on a hell of a show. Is that a slap? What's going on here? down a half step. Kind of heard that. Sorry if that's harsh in your ears. It's harsh in mine. I'm gonna turn my tone knob down a bit. I think that's what's happening. Do. And those shows look nuts. Ooh, that's neat. That vocal fry scream just trail off the way the guitar enters there. It's like they became one for a second, like sonically. That's really neat. This whole thing has such a cool, like, I'm trying to pick up the lyrics. I didn't read them beforehand. I against I can kind of hear that. I know the band are politically tinged and such, but it's always interesting the backdrop they can kind of put under that, musically speaking. And normally, like, this vocal style, I'm not like crazy about, but there's something so creative about the groove of it. It's in that 16th note grid, maybe the phonetics, maybe the way he's singing it. There's something like punchy as hell about it. And it kind of stays on one note. So it's like this blend of like kind of rapping, kind of speaking, kind of singing, kind of chanting, kind of shouting. It's like the answer is yes, it's all of the above. But it'll be on one note, kind of rapid fire. Yep, and then he'll pick one or two notes to jump to, and that kind of makes it melodic for a second. I don't know. I think the vocal crafting is kind of grabbing me in a way I can't really like name. It's just neat. He kind of started singing earlier in the song, and I was like, nah, not my favorite. Okay. It's growing on me just in the span of this song. Like this part right here. This next part. Because it's groovy. It's all on one note. Maybe it's the riff behind it. I don't know. This shit slaps right here. He kind of adds that note there, so it just has that simple melody, like two notes. You can have a melody with two notes. It's very rhythm heavy. It's like if I asked you, make a really catchy melody with using one note. Well, you would have to really rely on the rhythm, right? If I said make a catchy melody with every note on the bass, well, it's like you wouldn't think about rhythm as much because you have so many notes. But if I'm like, use one note, I used to teach students this lesson a lot. It helps to kind of get your rhythmic creativity out. One note. You have to really think different rhythms to break it up. So I feel like that's the approach to the vocals here. Whew, that's abrasive tone. Yeah, this is like, it's really grown on me. These passages here, something about the intensity of everyone's on that 16th note grid. I think the guitars are doing some really tasteful riffage underneath. For some reason, like the Randy Rhoads kind of style comes to mind. I just tend to just link things it reminds me of. Don't read into that too much, but like really clever riffs under the vocals, augmenting them, not stepping on them or stealing the show. But I catch myself bobbing my head. And I'm listening closely, and I'm like, damn, the guitar's doing some really tasty shit back there. It sounds like it's blended well too, so it doesn't pop out, which is like the thing I'm praising here. Like all those little tags. This section. Well, next one. This part right here, when it goes down to the F sharp, it just sounds like there's some kind of movement there, and just, I don't know, it's catchy as hell, whatever it is. Right here. Trying to watch too. Whoa. Again, for whatever reason, just not what I expected. I think hardcore punk, as I've said in many, many recent videos, I think I just had my mind an idea of what it sounded like, maybe from one band I've heard. It's been very different, so many different flavors of that. And wow, this musically it's so chromatic. And it was subtle at times. Other times it was very obvious. They were jumping around half steps and it's like just kind of atonal sounding. It's like meant to keep you from settling in. You're always kind of on your toes as the listener. Your ear can't really find where to settle in. The only time they really let you settle in is on those 16th note grooves where you kind of start bobbing your head. But then there were times those notes, it would kind of settle into like a pattern. And then the next time it would come around and it would be like a half step down. I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't even realize that happened. So there was a smoothness to some of the chromaticism. I wouldn't even put this in a key. Not that it matters. The riff writing is very interesting. It's all about the chromaticism in a way, but sometimes they really spell it out for you. Other times it happens really organically and very smoothly to the ear. Yeah, the production was great. The bass tone sounded pissed. Kind of sounded like a jazz bass. You can just really feel the articulations. I think my favorite thing about the song was the articulations in every department. The production helps that come alive too, but the bass kind of had a swagger to it. I think there was some palm muting and just the accents and like the vocals on top of it. I like that a lot. And I think there just might be a Guns N' Roses link there. I obviously heard them first. So it reminds me of some of that. But again, this band is like probably your favorite band's favorite band. I mean, the list was just super long about artists being very vocal about how much this band influenced them and such and such, and especially this album. So Bad Brains, another band that's kind of like better late than never. I know it's taken me forever to get to some of these like founding fathers, if you will, of certain scenes being formed back in 1976. So I know they've been around the block a few times, but Bad Brains, I would love to check more out. That was very interesting. Not at all what I expected. I don't know what I expected, but let me know in the comments what other Bad Brains songs I should check out next. Definitely a band I want to circle back to. But thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Come find us on Patreon. It's the best way to support the channel. I'll do full albums over there. Tons of stuff. Come hang out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click the bell notification. I love you all. See you in the next one.